What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing a beer from the Floyds Brewing Company, and they're out of Munster, Indiana, and this is their Hati. So they're calling this one a Berserker's India Pale Ale. Basically, though, this is a New England-style IPA that comes in at 7% alcohol by volume, 109 IBUs at the time of review. I don't know exactly how old this bottle is because it does not have a bottled on date, but this beer was sent to me by a very good friend of mine and viewer of the channel, Todd. So thank you very much, good sir. I'll post a link in the description box to the beer mail unboxing video I did that contains all the goodies that Todd sent my way. It was a surprise beer mail, but I was even more surprised to see this. I believe this is the first Floyds beer I'm reviewing on my channel. I've had numerous beers from them. And Zombie Dust, still one of my favorite American pale ales. But yeah, when I saw this one, I was like, cool, a hazy from Floyds. Now, apparently this is the third collaboration they did with Amon Amarth, which is a Swedish death metal band. And don't know what the first two were. Could not find any information on the hops or anything like that. Now, the age of this one, like I said, with the bottled on date, Todd sent me this one back in mid to late May. We're about 2 months out from that at the time of this review. So this beer is at least 2 months old, probably closer to 3. I'd imagine Todd picked this up quite fresh, but yeah, I'm going to say no older than 3 months old. So hopefully we're okay. But yeah, let's crack this one open, get it into the glass here and see what we got going on. A hazy from Floyds. I mean, everyone's doing hazies, so it shouldn't surprise me, but yeah, I'm kind of interested here. Let's give it a pour. Yeah, so definitely has the hazy look to it. Go like that for now. A little bit down, a little bit of a cheat here. I really like the artwork, kind of like, you know, Hop Butcher or breweries like that, or even like Froth. I love all of Floyds artwork on most of their labels. Anyway, yeah, that pours out this really deep orange color, murky, turbid, looks like a hazy. Has about a 2 finger of this off-white, almost lightly tan-colored head. Looks super creamy. I do have a little bit of a fly buzzing around here, so if he tries to get in my beer, I might have to fight him. Let's get a nose. Yeah, so it kind of smells like a hazy. Now, because of the age, it has a little bit more malt character in the nose. Like I'm getting like a caramel, like sweet bread type of note. But then I'm getting stone fruit. I'm getting like peach, mango, apricot, some citrus undertones, like a sweeter orange. A little bit of an earthiness as well. Smells pretty good. It smells, you know, sweeter than your typical hazy from the malt. I mean, you know, a lot of hazies are sweeter, but this one has more of a malt component, and that's probably because of the age. But it doesn't smell bad. It smells pretty good, so let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. Thanks again, Todd. Yeah, so the taste is definitely more in line with a hazy and not as much malt. There's definitely a bit more malt than I'm accustomed to when it comes to hazies now. Body and mouthfeel really nice. Body's like medium to higher side of medium, 7%. It works. The mouthfeel on this one, it's soft, it's smooth, it's slightly creamy, has enough carbonation to let you know it's a beer. Body and mouthfeel definitely in the realm of a hazy. The taste, we're up front, sweet malt, caramel, sweet bread. Then it passes through the palate, more of that citrus. There's a sweet orange mixing in with like almost a white grapefruit zest or like pith, a little bit of bitterness. Under-ripened peach and mango, maybe a touch of apricot, kind of in that realm. Then it hits the back. This is what it honestly kind of drinks as right now. It drinks as like a hybrid of a West Coast style IPA and a New England style IPA. I've mentioned before how I see the fly over here. I'm going to get it at some point. I mentioned before like Hop Butcher in Chicago, how they do that. You know, a good marriage of the two styles, and this is what I'm kind of reminded of with this one as well. Because while it's sweet up front and has, you know, those sweet fruity flavors, on the back end there's a little bit of like a resinous pine, and then there's a pretty, I'd say, moderate bitterness on the back of the palate. It finishes semi-dry, moderate bitterness, leaning more towards the bitter side of things, and that resinous pine is building up with each sip. 7%, I can't taste it. It's really nice. It's not mind-blowing to my palate at this point at all, but at the same time, it's a real easy drinker. As you can see, I'm kind of pounding out the beer quite easily. And, you know, while the bitterness is building up, and probably by the end of this glass I'll be done, still pretty damn good. even with it, I'm gonna get this. I think it's a fruit fly. And again, I don't understand why there's fruit flies down here. I wash all my cans, everything, but occasionally there'll be a fruit fly. Like every 3 or 4 months, I'll see one. But anyway, yeah, I think this is well done. I think it's pretty good. I do wish I was able to get to it sooner. It happens. You know, I've had a lot of personal medical things I've mentioned in a lot of reviews. So this one got kind of put on the back burner. I wish I would have got to this one sooner, but at the end of the day, not much I could do about it. So you got to review what you have, and this one probably between 2 to 3 months old, not drinking as prime as it would be probably, you know, 2 to 3 days old or even 2 to 3 weeks old. But I will say at the end of the day, I think this is a good beer, and I'm going to give it a low 4 out of 5. I'm going to give it a 3.9 out of 5. So that was Hati from 3 Floyds in conjunction with Amon Amarth, 3.9 out of 5. I appreciate Todd sending this one my way. Price and availability, I have no idea. I'd imagine these made it, you know, in Indiana. I know a lot of 3 Floyds get distro. I know Todd gets a lot of different beers from them in his neck of the woods. But yeah, I don't know much about the availability or the price. I'd imagine like a 6-pack of this is probably $15 or less, maybe like $12, $15. More than that, I don't know if it's worth it, but I definitely pay. I'd pay somewhere between $2.50, $3 for that bottle, for sure, no doubt. So if it's like, you know, 15 to 18, I see. I mean, nowadays with 4 packs of some hazies being $20, 22, 24, like if this a 6-pack of this ran $18, I couldn't really complain. So let me know, Todd, what the availability and price point is, or at least what you paid for it. And if anybody else has had this one, let me know what you think about it. Like I said, about 3 months old, I would say. It's drinking pretty well, but I definitely know that this has dropped off based on probably what this should be, but I still enjoy it. So anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. To the next one. Cheers.